I'm Jennifer. Today we're going to be learning zucchini stuffed with tomatoes, mushrooms, and goat cheese. It's a really delicious recipe, and it's super light, it's really good for dinner, and it's very easy to make. The first thing we're going to do is cut some onions and garlic, and we're going to use what I call the office building method. And it goes a little something like this. When you build an office building, first you build the floors with your fingers up, knife flat, slice and make a floor. Then you make the offices, where you slice little pieces of the offices, and then you make cubicles. Turn the other way and cut into little pieces. Ta-da! And then what you can do is just run your knife through the garlic a little bit more so that you get little pieces. And what I'm doing is I'm keeping my fingers on the tip of the knife and moving the bottom part of the knife in a rocking motion and then in a fan. Slice our floors, then go across and create offices. And each time we're not cutting all the way through to the ends. We're cutting almost all the way to the ends, that way it sticks together. And then we went this way. Now we're going to cut our cubicles this way. Keep your fingers tucked under and the knife flat against your fingers and cut your cubicles. And you'll have one little piece left and you just run your knife through it like that. Pretty easy, right? And now for the other side. Slice your floors, slice your offices, and slice your cubicles. Ta-da! So we just cut up all of our garlic and onions, and a really good tip for getting the smell off your hands is right in your own kitchen. It's called the faucet. What we're going to do is we're simply going to rinse our hands and get them nice and wet, and then molest your faucet. It's the stainless steel that does it. It neutralizes the onion smell on your hands. Then just rinse them again, and that's it. Onion smell is completely gone. It's a great tip. Try it and let me know what you think. And we're going to cut up our mushrooms into quarters. Now, you'll notice I have our mushrooms in just a regular brown paper lunch sack. That's because this is actually the best way to keep your mushrooms in the refrigerator, in a lunch sack. They stay fresher much longer than if you keep them in that horrible plastic box that they come in at the grocery store. And I've just got them quartered. I have a mixture of cremini mushrooms, these brown mushrooms, and white button mushrooms. And that's because that's what I had on hand. And you should be able to cook with whatever you have in your fridge. Salt and pepper are filling. And I use kosher salt. Oh, what? You don't have an electric pepper grinder? I do. It's awesome. We're going to add our mixture. I always use a towel. I never use hot pads. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm a towel person. So this is, again, our mushrooms, our tomatoes, our onions, our zucchini pieces, and it's still a little hot, but that's okay. We let it cool a little bit. We're going to mix this mixture around. It smells delicious. What we have to do next is season our zucchini boats, and this is really important. You don't want to eat through the filling and then have your zucchini taste horrible. That would be horrible. And that happens if you don't go through this step. So a little bit of olive oil in each boat. You can see I scooped out the inside. These are baby zucchinis. Some salt and some pepper on each one. And then we'll fill them up. It's really easy. Impress your friends and loved ones. The best part about avocado salad dressing is it's really rich and creamy without having any kind of dairy. So our avocado is nice and soft. If I press my thumb into it, it stays, and that's how I know it's nice and soft. The avocado is black. These avocados start green and get black as they ripen, so you know it's ripe when it's nice and black and soft. We're just going to use our knife to cut it in half. There's a big seed in the middle, as most people know. And we'll twist it. And it's got a little bit of brown spots, but we can just cut that out, actually. It's not a problem. And what we'll do is we'll just use the back of the knife, and we're going to cut down in a crisscross pattern into the avocado. And then I just use the whole knife to scoop it out. We'll get rid of a little bit of the brown part. It's not bad. It's fine. It's not going to hurt you. We're making our salad dressing today in a mini food processor. Just go ahead and scoop it out. It's real easy. This is super soft avocado, which means it's very ripe and very, very delicious. For the seed side, just use your knife and be careful. Make a little cut right into it, twist, and it'll come right out. And then you can just knock it off. Knock it off. Get off. So we're just going to scoop out our avocado, again using the back of our knife. You don't want to cut through the skin and into your awaiting palm. That's a bad idea. And some lemon juice. You can roll your lemon on the cutting board and get a lot of juice out of it. I'm going to break up the inside. This side doesn't have any seeds. That's a bonus. Okay, so our zucchini has come out of the oven. It's nice and golden brown. It looks really delicious. And we're just going to add our creamy avocado dressing to our lettuce. I have here just some simple romaine with some help from the grocery store. We're going to toss this together. Try not to lose any. There's something that's going to try to escape, I guarantee. What I have here is some homemade croutons, and all I used was the heel of the bread, the part that nobody wants to eat and always gets thrown away. I cut it up, I toasted it with just a little olive oil, salt and pepper, so they're nice and crunchy. Let's go and take a bite. This looks really awesome. We've got a little zucchini. Now our zucchini are kind of tender crisp. They're really delicious. Oh, I can't wait to eat the rest. That's really, really good. Excellent. Alright, great. Well, I'm Jennifer Sperling. I hope I inspired you to make a delicious and healthy meal for your family this evening. Have a good night.